As part of the present administration's efforts to curtail the spread of coronavirus COVID-19 ravaging the country and the world at large, Edo State Ministry of Education, in collaboration with Edo Broadcasting Service (EBS) and Academic Staff Union of Secondary Schools (Asuss), is organizing a television program for students in senior secondary schools, particularly those writing the West African Senior School Certificate Examination (WASSCE), the National Examination Council (NECO), and National Business and Technical Examination Board (NABTEB) for the year 2020 in the months of May, June, and July. The program will be held on EBS television channel every day from 12 noon to 1 p.m. beginning from Monday, April 6, 2020. The subjects selected for these programs are Mondays Mathematics, Tuesdays English Language, Wednesdays Physics, Thursdays Biology, Fridays Geography, Saturdays Civic Education and Economics, and Sunday Chemistry. Parents and guardians are therefore advised to draw the attention of their children or wards to this opportunity during the stay-at-home period.
I stand before you, Dr. Morojon Usarime Evans. I'm here to continue from where I stopped in arithmetic progression. I want to clarify once again that as students from the topic we established the other time, arithmetic progression, we have established the general formula. By way of beginning this moment, we want to reiterate or write again the formula for arithmetic progression. Thereafter, we'll take some questions that are related to the topic, and then take good examples from past questions that will enable us to understand the topic properly. So let's take the first question, but before that, let's look at the formula once again. We have said, by way of definition, that this formula is very vital. So we are going to be using it to solve some related problem outside what we've solved in our first class. Tn equals to A plus bracket open n minus 1 bracket close d. In our previous lesson we said A is the first term of any given AP, n is the number of terms, d is the common difference. We said that we can determine this one from any given sequence. D, which is the common difference, is usually the second term minus the first term, or the third term minus the second term, the fourth term minus the third term, so on and so forth. We established two questions the other day, and today I will be taking us through a past question, which I believe you as a viewer you will benefit from. Let's take a good example. Viewers, I want us to pay good attention to this question on the board. Can we look at the question together once again? The fifth and the 10th term of an arithmetic progression, AP, are 0 and 10 respectively. You agree with me that we didn't take this question that day? This is another way that West African Examination Council and NECO, as the case may be, they likely said their question. I think this is a past question. What is the 20th term? You will have this question. The first term is not given. They want you to look for the first term. The common difference is not so given. And without these parameters or figures, you can solve for the 20th term. So I want you to follow carefully as we resolve these questions together. The 5th term of this arithmetic progression is 0. The 10th term is 10. So by way of starting, I tell my viewers, start the 5th term, T5, telling on the 5th term is 0. By implication also, n is equals to what? 5. That's the 5th. Also, the 10th term, T10, is equals to 10. N would be equals to what? 10. Let's recall our formula. Tn equals to a plus bracket n minus 1 bracket d. We are going to do some substitution in order for us to get an equation. T, in place of n, we have what? 5 for the first sentence, equals to a. The first term is not given from the question. So we still write a plus n is given bracket 5, bracket open 5 minus 1, bracket close. The common difference d, not also given. But remember, the 5th term, the value for it is 0. T5 is 0. You can place 0 in. Equals to a plus 5 minus 1 will give us 4 times the d, which is the common difference, will give us 4d. I would prefer, I always advise students to rewrite this formula, this expression, by saying a plus 4d is equals to 0. We call that one equation 1. We can't do anything more than this. Please take notes. Then we move on to the second sentence of this question. From our formula, we have Tn equals to a plus bracket n minus 1 bracket d. Please, let's look at the second sentence here. The T10, which is the 10th term of the arithmetic progression, is 10, and the number of terms is 10. See, place of n we have what? 10 equals to a. It's not given. Bracket open, n 10 minus 1. And bracket close, we have a common difference, b. What is the value for the 10th term? From the question is given as 10. So we have 10 equals to a plus 10 minus 1 will give us 9. Times d, we have 9d. Just the way we did in the first equation, equation 1, a plus 4d equals to 0. Equation 1, then we will retrieve by saying a plus 9d is equals to 10. And that gives us equation 2. Here we have equation 1 on the board. We have equation 2 also. What do we do in order to get our common difference and the first term before we go after looking for the 20th term of the AP? We can combine equation 1 and 2 together, subtracting equation 2 from equation 1. So let's see how we go about that. A plus 4d equals to 0. A plus 9d equals to 10. Subtracting these two equations from each other, we'll be able to get the values we are looking for. So put your minus there, subtraction. So a minus a will knock out by way of elimination. Now students, I want to take note, this way some students have some challenge. What we are left with is plus 4d minus plus 9d. Students are confused here, but I want you to listen carefully. Plus 4d minus plus 9d is simple. What do we do? plus 4D minus plus 9D. I tell students put that by the wayside. As a sidewalk, we have plus 4D minus times plus will give us minus 9D. So plus 4D minus 9D, we have what? Minus 5D. Please take note, because we have a negative sign, because the negative sign is attached to the bigger number. You have plus, which is what you have. Minus is what you are holding. Thereafter, take half the 4 you have, then you have minus 9. Take away the 4, you see have what? Minus 5. So plus 4D minus plus 9D will give us what? 5D equals to the last value there, 0 minus 10. We have what? Minus 10. Without wasting time, we can find the common difference here. Are you listening? So therefore, our D, which is the common difference, is equals to minus 10 divided by what we have here, minus what? 5. So D would be equals to minus, cancel minus here. 5 here, 1. 5 into 10, we have what? 2. Common difference is here, 2. Please, I don't want you to get it wrong, students. Some students may not do exactly what I did now. But on your own, you can decide to choose minus 5 equals to minus 10. You can divide both sides by minus 5. Some students prefer that. They don't like this. But as a certificate class, I expect that by now you should be able to do this. It makes your work faster and easier. Divide it through by minus 5. Minus 5, we'll still have the same thing. Minus 5, we take away minus 5. We'll have our D equals to minus, take away minus. Then we have 5 here, 1, 5 here, 2. Then we have what? 2 at the same time. So what I'm saying is that if you don't prefer this method, you can use this other method. It will also go the same way. Now we have gotten our common difference as D. All you need to do as a student is to substitute or put the value of your common difference into either of the equation, either equation 1 or equation 2. Both equations will give you the same results. Let's look at equation 1. Putting D equals to 2 into equation 1. So let's do that. Let's recall equation 1. Again, A plus 4D equals to 0. That's equation 1. So we have our A. We don't still know A. The value of A is the first thing. It's not given. Plus 4. I decided to put brackets. You can use times. They all mean the same thing. What is the value of D? You have found out. It's 2. You have discovered 2 as our common difference. So we put 2 in place of D. Equals to what? 0. Our A plus 4 times 2 will give us 8. We have 8 equals to 0. Then make A the subject formula from A. So therefore, we can say A is equals to. I always want to make clarity for students who don't know how to collect items. A equals to 0 minus 8. Because the positive sign of 8 here is crossing the equality sign, then will give us minus 8. So we can conclude by saying A is equals to minus 8. We have gotten the value of 8. Is it clear to us? I believe also, for clarity, students may want to show or to check properly if these two formula equations can give the same result. But in exact condition, you are not expected to use the two equations. You must use either equation 1 or equation 2. But for high opening, I want to also substitute the value of the common difference 2 into equation 2 to see if we get the same result as in the case of equation 1. What is our equation 2 again? I will put all, meaning you have to choose any of them. A plus 9D equals to 10. We all know the value of our D, the common difference is 2. A plus 9 bracket 2 is equals to 10. So we have A plus 9 times 2 will give us 18 is equals to 10. By way of collecting like terms, we have A is equals to 10 plus 18 is going to this end, it becomes what? Minus 18. So therefore, the first term, which is A, is equals to 10 minus 18 will also give us what? Minus 8. Which we also have when we apply equation 1. So in exam, you either use equation 1 or equation 2. You are permitted. Now we have gotten the common difference. Now we have gotten the first term. Then we cannot go further to resolve the main question they are asking us. What is the 20th term of this AP? So we move on by recalling again Tn A plus bracket n minus 1 bracket close D. This time around, our A, the first term, is given by way of what we have solved, minus 8. D, you have solved it also, which is what? 2. The common difference is 2. And then the question says, the 20th term, n, which is the 20th term, is what? Is there. Equals to 20. Please take note. If these figures you solve for, the first term, which is 2, sorry, the common difference is 2, the first term minus 8, they are wrong. Obviously, this question you are asked will be wrong also. So you must be careful in ensuring that the value for your common difference and your first term is correct in order to get the marks that follows here. What do we do now? We substitute these values and then resolve it, and then we get our final answer. T, place of n, we have our 20 equals to 8 minus 8 plus bracket open, n is how many? 20 there, minus 1, bracket close. Our D there is 2, common difference. Our T20 is equals to minus 8 plus 20 minus 1 will give us what? 19. Plus, take note of that. 19 bracket 2, which is the common difference. Therefore, we have T20 equals to minus 8. Are we there? Plus 19 times 2. So 9 times 2 will give us something 30. That's 18. Carry 1. 2 times what? 1, that's 2. Plus 1 you carry. That give us how many? That's 3. We have 38. Therefore, T20 is equals to minus 8 plus 38 will give us 30. How have you understood how we got this 30? Because you are having minus 8 here, you are having plus 38. Minus 8 plus 38 is 30. So you conclude by saying the 20th term of the AP is 30. And that gives us our final results. The final answer. That's what is expected. And by the way, that as an examiner, we allocate marks. We not just look at answer or results in mathematics. Students should take note that as an examiner, the steps you follow, there are marks allocated. I want to expose this to you as an examiner that in mathematics we use at least 3 letters that are very important to us. We use N, M1, we use A1, we also have what we call bonus mark, B. The M1 here is the method marks, the steps you follow. Now the A1 is accuracy, the accuracy of your result that you solve for D to be 2, as we have here. That's an accuracy. For you to be able to substitute these values in this first sentence into this expression, this equation here, then you may have a method mark, M1. Doing the same thing, you may have another method mark, M1. You may look, it's just one mark, but you are going somewhere. By doing this also, subtracting this from each other, you may have M1, A1 for doing it rightly. That's another mark. You come here forgetting your what? The common difference as 2. You may have what? A1. Sometimes for simplifying, you may have M1 according to the marking guide given. You may have also M1 for able to substitute here or simplify rather. Therefore, having the result, the answer, you have A1. The same goes with the steps here also. By substituting the value of D as 2, you also have what? M1. Then for getting the right answer, you have A1. This may also have the same mark, 2 or 3 marks, depending on the nature of the mark allocated to each of the question. So we come here, substituting rightly, N1, simplifying N1, and thereafter maybe A1. Some cases where questions are given, we also have bonus mark. Depends on the nature of the question. Can we quickly look at example 2? In a different dimension from this question. I think this will take me a few minutes. Let's look at example 2. This is short. Listen. They are asking us to find the value of P and Q. Please take note. This is a past question that will help you in case it comes up in this dimension. You shouldn't be confused. Find the values of P and Q in the arithmetic progression. Minus 12, P, Q, and 18. Please, I want us to look at the question again quickly. What are they asking us to do? You must ask yourself as a student before you attempt any question. You don't just rush into a question and not knowing what to do. They are asking you to find the values of P and Q in the arithmetic progression. Minus 12, P, Q, 18. These are the progression given, the sequence. But two things are missing, the P and the Q. What do you do? How do you go about it? By way of solving, if you are able to get the values of P and Q, then you will get the full mark. But a lot of students are confused when they see questions like this. Please, I want to listen carefully as we go about the solving. Let's take solution. Arithmetic progression sequence that I'll be giving. Minus 12, comma, P, comma, Q, comma, and what? 18. Now, look at the sequence. A good student should be able to know exactly what to do. And that is why I want you to listen carefully. You observe from this sequence that the first term, I can tell it or name it as T1. The second term, I can name this one T2. The third one, T3. The fourth one, T4. There's nothing wrong about doing that. You want to analyze your steps. Our first term, from our definition in arithmetic progression, that the first term is the same thing as A. So you are not wrong to say T1 is equals to what? A also. You are not wrong as a student. And you must also understand that the value given for T1 is equals to what? Minus 12. So these two things are the same and the value is minus 12. So the second one, T2, is equals to P. T3 is equals to Q. And the last one, T4, is equals to 18. Please take notes. When you are solving problems like this in exam, don't be carried away. The first value given here and this last value given to you, minus 12 and 18, is very vital. These are the keys that will enable you to solve this problem without making any mistakes. So take note of these two values, the minus 12 and what? 18. What do we do? Remember that where we have T4 as 18, by implication, the n that is silent, it means that n is equal to what? 4. The number of tens here. From our formulas, we have Tn equals to A plus bracket n minus 1 bracket close D. Are we together? You observe that these two values, 18 and minus 12, is what I'm going to lay my emphasis on in order to get what I want. Remember, you can't find the common difference here because the value of P and Q are missing. So what do? We recall that n is equals to 4. So in place of n, we can put 4. We have T4 equals to, remember the first term in the sequence is minus 12, which is A. We have 12 minus 12 plus bracket open N is 4, the last term, 4 minus 1. Bracket close. The common difference we don't know. We have D. So T4, the value is given. Let us not flog it. The value of D, of T4, the 410, is given, the 410. T4 we have what? 18 equals to minus 12 plus 4 minus 1 will give us 3. And the value of D will give us 3D. We have 3D. Then we collect items. The 18, you see, this plus 12 is coming this way to meet 18 here. It's crossing equality sign here. It becomes what? Plus. Plus 12 equals to what we have here now, 3D. Mathematically, adding these two together, we have what? 30 equals to 3D. Then we make the subject or the formula. So D, therefore, will be equals to 30 over 3. Then D is equals to 3 here 1, 3 here we have how many? 10. Our common difference is equals to what? 10. Are we together? I want you to understand that how we got this. You need to then look for the P and the Q. We have D equals to 10 as the common difference. Now we have the common difference. We can then find the second 10. And the second 10 is P. So what do we do? With the value of the common difference 10, we can, that substitutes into the formula. The second 10, which is P, N will be 2. A is given to us from the sequence first 10 minus 12. That's what we have there. We have resolved the answer for the common difference D is here. So let's substitute these values into this formula to get the letter P. So T in place of N we have 2 equals to first 10 A is minus 12 plus bracket open N, the value of N is 2 minus 1 bracket the value of D 10. What is the value for T2? The second 10 is given as P. We substitute P there equals to minus 12 plus 2 minus 1 will give us 1 bracket 10. P equals to minus 12. 1 times 10 we have 10. P therefore will be equals to minus 2. Minus 12 plus 10 will give us minus 2. That is the value for P. Also, we've asked to find the value for Q. And our sequence, the top 10, T3 is the value for Q. And N, in this case, will be what? 3. A, the first 10 minus 12 is given. The common difference we are solved for is equals to 10. Substituting this value into the formula above, we have T, place of N, we have 3 equals to minus 12 plus bracket N is 3 minus 1. Bracket what? 10. So the value of T3 is what? P. Sorry, Q. We have Q equals to minus 12 plus 3 minus 1 will give us 2. Bracket 10. We have Q equals to minus 12 plus 2 times 10 will give us what? 20. Therefore, we have Q equals to minus